So hello guys, I'm Kisimili Grace, and this is my report, the family of genres. So when we talk the genre, it is the categories of different things, like songs. The the genre of songs are jazz, ballad, rap, and etc. And then in visual art, the different genre of visual art are painting, handwriting, filmmaking, video, and photography. So one is based on the principle of definition that we know the qualities and conventions of particular genres and assign text to them on the basis of their compliance with the features of genre. So this definition it is the examples of Platonic notion, and when we talk the Platonic notion is an abstract object, and we all know the abstract objects is does not exist as space or time. So when we see an abstract paint, it's yes, it's there's no space, there's no size, there's no shape. So the idea that there is an ideal form of the genre which particular text resembles to a greater or lesser extent. So in an abstract paint, there's no greater or lesser shape. It's even though it's gubot pasalukot, but in a, in us there's common sense appeal. So most viewers will be able to recognize a Western film or novel. So when we talk the Western film, it is an American film, and it based on the history of them, their country, or the story of their country. So the other genres shares many of its quality. So if we compare the Western film or historical drama, there's the same things like the plays, the genre of film, and but it different the characters. So in second approach, according to Chandler 1997, classify texts into particular genres on the basis of their family resemblance. So when we talk the family resemblance, a similarity in the way people look because they are related. So in Western film, in historical drama, it's it's little it's very the same, and there's a similar of that. And that text in a specific genre will look like each other in the way that all film posters have a distinct look, regardless of what type of film they are, promoting and even to a lesser extent the origin of the film. So, in further way of defining genres and assigning text to categories is to make use of the concept of prototypicality. Prototypicality. So the prototypicality it's very similar in Platonic notion. A central thread in writings about genre is that they can be identified because of the frequency with which their specific conventions and structures appear in text. So when we identify the the genre, it's real know the we base on the physical appearance of text or the sign of text. Many people, when they hear the word genre, infer inferior, formulaic, and marginal, because some of the genre is based on a mythological stories or an imaginative film. So that's why it's an original because it doesn't exist. So the organization of everyday life. They do help us get things done to make sense of a context and how to behave in response to the context. So if if we can categorize in different things in our life, it's a huge impact to us because we think too much. We think enough to differentiate if the things is us. So genres are good for marketing purposes. So it's not just in our life but in marketing purposes. It helps shopkeepers organize their shelves and its advertisers organize campaigns and products. So identifying which genders are privileged and which are debased and then examining their context tell us a great deal about what is values in society. So one important organizer of everyday life through genre and narrative is the news of media, which don't just tells us what's going on, but we need to know what we all think about and what is important within the culture. So as a person, we don't need we don't just look for physical appearance, but we we need to look deeper in that things because some of the some of things that are just fake in a physical appearance, but in inside there's a true colors. So that's all, and this is my questions. Give me at least two types of visual arts genre. Number two, what is the basis for identifying the genre according to Chandler 1997? Number three, what specifically is the Platonic concept? That's all. Thank you.